Good morning, everybody. It is the 4th of July, so that's pretty exciting. And I ended up sleeping in a little bit. It's until about 7. It's about 7:30 now. Because last night was not the most fun that I've ever had. I was up until almost midnight, just laying in there sweating while there was a million mosquitoes trying to get into the tent. And yeah, so I got the video edited, but I didn't get it uploaded because I didn't want to come out here and set the Starlink up. So I've got that uploading now, right there. And it's cool, and there's a breeze, and it's absolutely beautiful out here this morning. But inside the tent, not in the tent itself, but in the vestibule, there is like hundreds of mosquitoes. They're all sitting in there. So that's lovely. But out here, it's fine, and I'm perfectly happy. So what I think I need to do is stop making plans, because I had big plans to try to get up extra early to get close to the delta, or to get through the delta with lots of time. And the river, throws stuff at you and kind of ruins all your plans. So I just need to stop making them and just go with the flow. But that's okay. I'm up now and I feel good, so I'm going to get some breakfast going and then get all this packed up and hit the river. Okay, so I've got breakfast. This is the Good to Go breakfast hash. This is another one of those vegetarian butternut squash with feta, spinach, rosemary, kind of things. Apparently that's mostly about all that I got left. And I have a orange pecan granola breakfast. So I'm going to eat both of those, get some coffee going, get everything cleaned up, and get moving. Alright, I've got almost everything packed up, and I'm about to head out on the water. So I said I feel pretty good, but I'm actually pretty tired, which is really annoying, but it is what it is. So very much looking forward to Tobacco Gardens. I need like a day or two off to just reset everything, because I don't know, I just can't. I wake up and I'm tired. So, but that's okay, I'll survive. And yeah, I'm gonna get on the water. I've got a pretty good headwind right now, and I really don't care. I'm so happy that it's not hot that it really doesn't bother me. So yeah, I'm gonna get everything packed up and get moving. I'm on the water, and it was almost 10 o'clock by the time I got onto the water. Had a pretty terrible night's sleep. It was just hot until well past midnight. So with all the mosquitoes outside, it was just not an enjoyable night. But that's okay. We're moving down the river again, and hopefully we'll have a better night tonight. So the delta is coming up, and I've been told it's the worst one of the trip. So I was told to stay river right at the willows, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I looked at all the information on the Facebook group, so I think I'm ready to hit the deltas, and we'll see how it goes. I wish the water was a little bit higher and we had more flow, but it is what it is. It's definitely not low, it's just not flooding and make it super easy to get out onto the lake. So yeah, I've got a bit of a headwind, which I'm actually just enjoying the cool air. It's cooled off a lot with that storm that rolled through last night, and I'm very happy. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going. So it's about 11, and I kind of forgot to get lunch out, which is really annoying. I mean, it's not noon, I'm not even hungry yet, but still really annoying. So at some point I'm gonna have to stop and go open up the back and get lunch out. So oops, but that's okay. And other than that, I got a pretty good headwind, and I'm just trying to power through these miles, because I'd like to get through the delta today. So that's the plan. So this headwind's getting pretty strong. It's not really too big of a deal at the moment, but there are some waves popping up from it, and it's blowing so hard that there's like dust, or I guess it's just sand that's blowing off of this sandbar, and it's blowing so hard that it's making like a cloud that's moving across the river. So that's pretty interesting. So we'll see if it gets worse as I get around this corner here. But yeah, just getting closer to Williston. So the wind is blowing pretty hard. I've actually got some white caps out there, and it's making some decent little waves from this wind, but I'm just hugging this shore, and the wind's not too bad right here on the edge. So it's where I plan to be until I get around the next corner. So I keep seeing some big carp that are just a couple inches below the surface just swim with the current, and I keep thinking they're logs, and then turns out it's just a fish, and if I get too close they splash and take off. But yeah, I keep mistaking them as logs and trying to avoid them, and then I realize, oh, it's just another fish. But that's okay. It's interesting to see them. So I'm passing a little creek here, and someone put a couch right there on the side of the river. So that's really interesting. I mean, it is 4th of July, but I feel like that would wash away pretty easily. But oh well, kind of interesting. So I'm getting closer to Williston, and this headwind is slowing me down a little bit, but that's okay. Just gonna keep pedaling and see how far we can get today. So it's about 12:30, and this headwind's pretty intense. I'm really glad I'm not out on the lakes, but yeah, it's definitely causing me some extra work, and I'm not entirely sure that I want to go through the deltas in this wind. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just trying to hug the shores and stay out of it as much as possible, because it's whipping pretty hard. So I am grateful that I'm not, melting, but at the same time it does cause some problems. So we'll see. I might have to stop a little early if this keeps up. I'm up against the shore here, so there's really no wind, but there's a lot of trees hanging out over the water, and I've seen far too many YouTube videos about snakes falling out of these trees onto people's boats, so going to be giving them a large berth. I don't want anything to do with that. I'm sure that'd make a great YouTube video, but no thanks. Yeah, and I'm just going to keep going until I feel like it's unsafe, and if it does become unsafe, I'll get off and wait out the weather. So there's whitecaps out there, but I've got a very narrow little slice of calm water right here along the bank. So I've just been hugging that and just keep moving. At some point in the next couple turns, I'm gonna have to cross over to the other side of the river, but we'll get there when we get there. So I'm coming up on the Williston Bridge. It's quite a large bridge, and it's very, very busy. There's a lot of traffic. So there is some old piers on the other side of the bridge from the original bridge, and pretty interesting. This one looks fairly new. So there is a boat ramp on the downstream side on the opposite shore, but luckily I wasn't planning to stop, and I can't at the moment because there's a big patch of shallow water right in the middle of the river right now, so I couldn't cross over if I wanted to. So I plan to just keep going. I do need to cross over to the other side of the river at some point. The wind has calmed down just a little bit. I don't know if that's because of the bridge or what, but I'll take it. And yeah, just gonna keep pushing forward. Oh, there's a little bit of shallow water. Well, this wasn't ideal. I should have got over sooner. I'm already stuck on a sandbar, and I'm not even to the delta yet. I'm free now, and I'm going to get over as soon as possible, because that was no fun. From the bridge that I just passed, I have 163 miles to the dam of Lake Sacagawea, which I believe is Garrison Dam. So that's kind of the next challenge. And up ahead, there is a houseboat stuck up on the sandbar. That is very, very weird. Someone screwed up pretty big, because that's the first houseboat I've seen on the river, and I don't know how the heck they got it up there. Now that I'm closer, I'm not so sure that it's actually beached, and if it's not just tucked on the bottom side of the sandbar, but it looks like it's pretty high up out of the water, so I'm not sure. So it is in the water. I don't see anybody home. That's kind of interesting. It's got an anchor laid out on the island there, so I'm not sure if it is beached or not. Huh. Weird. Okay, so I've got about 4 miles until where I was told to make the right turn and stay on the right bank. And the wind's died down, thank goodness. I'm very happy for that. I've got my paddle put together into the full double paddle, and I'm ready. So I'm going to just keep going, going to be careful and kind of go slow and just make sure I don't get in any kind of trouble. So that's the idea, at least. So yeah, it's about 2 o'clock, and I haven't had any lunch, and I haven't stopped to get lunch out, but I'm not too worried about it. Honestly, I had a late lunch or breakfast, and I ate quite a bit for breakfast, so I'm good so far. Because one of the things with construction that I'm fairly used to is having to skip lunch every once in a while, because with concrete you can't really it doesn't take a pause, and you can't stop until it's done. So it's not uncommon for me to skip lunch, so I will survive. So it looks like I've got some hills coming up along with this delta. So I think around the corner is the right-hand turn I was told to take, and I've just been told to kind of hug this right shore pretty much most of the way down. So that's what I'm gonna do, and yeah, hopefully this goes smoothly. The wind has definitely died down. It's a cloudy day, so it's not very hot, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I think I've already said that before, so we'll hopefully this all goes well. So there's a couple black lines in the hill here, some more hills up ahead, and I think right around this corner is the channel that I'm supposed to take. So it turns out this left-hand turn I've been waiting for is pretty much the entire river. There's almost nothing flowing in the other fork. So Google Maps makes this out to be a lot smaller than it actually is. So that's good. Hopefully it stays large enough that I can get through it without too many issues. And yeah, so far so good, but I'm not really in the delta yet, so. Okay, so I pulled off for a minute. I was getting hungry. It's about 4 o'clock. So I grabbed the first MRE that I could reach, basically, and it's menu number 1, chili with beans, which is not real great because my stomach has been pretty messed up from all the quinoa and weird stuff I've been eating these past couple days, so I'm sure that won't help at all, but that's okay. And yeah, it's a good thing I'm by myself. So this is kind of what the deltas look like so far. It's pretty deep. There's still a little bit of current, and there's a pretty good channel so far. So I'm just gonna be following this channel down, and hopefully avoid all the mud flats that are gonna come. So I don't know if you can see it, but over there appears to be a kind of a wrecked boat, like a 16-foot John boat, or maybe a little bit bigger, but it's definitely, you know, on its side, you know, stuck between some logs. On my last trip down the river, I saw quite a few boats that were on the side of the river, kind of smashed up. So this is the first one I've seen, other than that houseboat that I don't think was stuck. It's just in a weird spot. So yeah, there's some beautiful hills here, and I'm just trying to keep going. The wind has changed directions, and I've got a tailwind now, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, just trying to keep going. So this has been the delta so far. Just a lot of willows, and there are some sandbars sticking out, or mud flats more to be more accurate. But so far I've had water, and I'm just trying to stay near the shore. There's typically a deeper band of water right along the shore, so I'm just trying to stay in that, and so far I have been. So I don't exactly know how far out into the lake these go, but if I had to guess, about halfway at least. And I've seen quite a few places to stop and make camp if need be, but it's only 5, I think, maybe 5. No, it's 5:50, so it's almost 6 o'clock. But yeah, it's going good so far. We got another couple hours, and then I'll start looking for a spot to camp. So these hills are all covered in oil pumps, so that's pretty interesting, watching them go up and down in the distance. So they are kind of noisy though, that's for sure. So I'll probably be listening to some of those for quite a while at night. So I've hit a couple of shallow sections where I've had to take the drive out and hand paddle, but they normally don't last too long, and I'm back to pedaling after, I don't know, a few minutes of actually hand paddling. So it's working out pretty good so far. The wind has picked up a little bit, but it's not too big of a deal yet. So I'm just gonna keep going until I find a good camping spot, probably. I'm seeing a lot of mud at the moment, which is fine. So I can tell I'm getting close to the lake. I don't know how deep it is between here and those hills, but those hills are several miles away. So just gonna follow this shore till I get there, and it's only like a little after 6, so I still have 4 hours of light. I'm not too worried about camping spots yet. So unless I find the perfect one, I'm gonna keep going until I can't. There's another dead mule deer or something. All right, so it's 7 o'clock, and I found this nice little spot here. It's up out of the water, and it's all sand, and it's not actually muddy. So I figured I cut straight across and pulled the boat up because I don't see any other camping spots anytime in the near future. So I'm gonna take this one since it was available, and it's not muddy at all, which I'm super excited. I'm in my tennis shoes. So there is a whole bunch of what I'm guessing are moose tracks or just a monster mule deer, but it went through here at some point. There's quite a few sets of tracks around, so that's really interesting. And yeah, I'm going to get some supper because I'm hungry, and then we'll start working on camp. All right, I sat down in the chair of my kayak here. It's only been about 20 minutes, but man, did I get tired. That's okay. I got a lot of stuff to do though, so I can't get tired. All right, I'm gonna get to work. Okay, so I've got the tent set up, and for some reason, I'm assuming from all the MREs I've been eating, I've got a bit of a stomach ache, so I'm gonna hold off on supper. And since I'm so tired, I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully get the video edited and uploaded and just get that out of the way so I can go to bed and get some good sleep because I need it. Okay, so it's about 9 o'clock, and I can hear some fireworks going off in the distance, but I doubt I'll be able to see any here. I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere, but that's okay. And my stomach's feeling a little bit better, so I think I'm going to try to get some food down, and then I'll get this video uploaded and go to bed. It'd be nice to get that done and not have to worry about it in the morning. So I'm currently about 20 miles away from Tobacco Gardens. So hopefully if the weather cooperates tomorrow, I can get there by tomorrow evening and have a day of rest and recuperation. I'm very much looking forward to Tobacco Gardens. I can't wait to see Peggy again and sleep in a real bed. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I'm very grateful that that's there. So thank you Peggy for doing this and making this opportunity. So yeah, I'm going to get some supper and figure that out. All right, so I think I've settled on the Peak Refuel beef stroganoff. So that's going to be supper tonight. But there are some really cool hills coming up, so I'm glad that there are hills to enjoy tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. And I don't know how far through the deltas I got today. I'm hoping I'm well over halfway. So, but I don't know how long the shallow water goes before the proper lake starts. So we'll just have to see in the morning. So I was able to get across this channel here without hitting the bottom at all. So that was good. And it does have some current still. So that'll disappear at some point around the next corner, hopefully, I'm assuming. So yeah, so far the delta was really easy, and hopefully it continues to be. But that is tomorrow's problem. So yesterday I didn't film it because I was having a really bad evening battling all of those mosquitoes. But I drained my first fuel tank of the trip, so it lasted 31 days, so an entire month. So that was good because this one is a full one that I pulled up out of the hole, and at Tobacco Gardens I have 2 more. So that should last me the entire trip, which is good. I don't have to worry about fuel. I got the water boiling there on the nose of the boat. And one of the best things about this evening is there's just enough breeze to keep the bugs away. I haven't been bothered at all. And I am so happy. I needed that. Last night was not fun, but that's okay. Tonight has been pretty nice. There's just enough of a breeze that it's not chilly, but it's definitely a little cool, which is really just amazing. I'm enjoying it. So if my stomach is doing okay with the supper, I'm thinking about making some like instant apple cider kind of to drink this evening. It is 4th of July, so got to celebrate a little bit. So, but yeah, I don't know about anyone else, but this is a pretty good 4th of July for me. It does stink that I'm not, going and spending time with family and friends, but this place is just absolutely beautiful. So definitely makes up for that. All right, the sun is setting. I've just about got the video uploaded. So it's a good thing I'm hopefully going to get to Tobacco Gardens because my batteries are just about empty. Almost all of them are down to almost zero. So if I do not make it to Tobacco Gardens tomorrow, I might not be able to upload a video tomorrow because I don't have any battery to do it. So hopefully I'll make it, or I'm going to have to stop early, and hopefully it'll be sunny and I can get some solar, because one of those two are going to happen or there'll be no video tomorrow. So just want to warn you of that. And as soon as I ate some food, I felt a lot better. I don't know what the stomach ache was, but it's gone now. So I think I'm going to have some Peak Refuel peach cobbler, and I'm probably going to make that apple cider I mentioned earlier, and have a very enjoyable evening, and then go to bed because I'm tired. So yeah, the video was a long one, so that took a while to edit, and it's uploading now. And I still got to make my bed, and the sun's just about to set. So I don't know how well you can see that, but that bright light over there is a flame from the gases that come out of while pumping oil. And there's quite a few of those all the way around. There's a real bright one over there. And there's the beautiful sunset over the tent. So I am hearing some bangs from fireworks, but I just so far haven't seen any, which is fine. So I'm going to eat my peach cobbler, drink the apple cider, and having a very enjoyable evening. I am so happy that there is no bugs. Like it's amazing. So this wind is the best thing ever. The last 10 minutes of light, the mosquitoes came out in force. It was crazy. Just a wall of them descended. So I escaped into the tent. I've got the video edited and uploaded, so that is awesome. So now I'm going to set up the bed and go to sleep. So with that, I'm going to say good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.